I'm Shae Russell from mining.com.au and I'm coming to you once again from the RIU Sydney Resources Round-Up. Joining me today is Tara French, the Managing Director for Cazaly Resources. Tara, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Great, thanks, Shae.
Now, let's talk about your very exciting new gold project that you've just added to the books, Goongarrie. I mean, there's pictures here of historical workings, so I'm looking forward to delving into that. But first and foremost, what is Goongarrie and where is it?
Goongarrie is a fantastic opportunity. It's a great gold project. We're located just north of Kalgoorlie, about 90 kilometres, between Kalgoorlie and Menzies. We're on a major trend, the Bardock Tectonic Zone. This is a great plumbing system for multi-million ounce gold deposits, which are in the district. So, you know, we've got good ground to work on. And we're just working through the approvals process now. But as you said, there's old workings and there is some previous drilling as well. So we've got great gold intercepts to follow up straight away.
That is remarkable. And, you know, you're in basically a world-class gold district. It's known for hundreds of millions of ounces over the years. But talk to me about this particular hole in the background. So obviously this is evidence of what historical working is, which is just sort of like a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
What is it? How close to this old hole will you be working? What does it reveal about the project?
Yeah, so we've got a number of old workings in the district. And it is really exciting because there's been underground development on a small scale, but they pulled out very high grade gold. So 44.6 grams per tonne.
Wow.
So over 1 ounce dirt, which is exciting, right? There's also open pits in the area. So we know this area is prospective for gold, but also potential for open cut plus underground. And the grades seem to improve with depth. So we're going to drill beneath these old workings, which is pretty exciting. We've got some old drill intercepts to follow up. For instance, 13 metres at 3.5 and 10 metres at 8.7. So really good numbers. We'll do some confirmatory work with RC, and then we're going to look to explore that Bardock Tectonic Zone and looking for new targets to test. So that'll be a bit of air core drilling. So we'll be staging the work that we do, but it'll certainly be a mix of targeted RC and then more regional air core to generate new gold targets.
That's super exciting. And just to sort of give this some perspective, when we're talking about old minor workings, like they don't compare to modern standards. So when you say you're drilling underneath them, how deep will you be targeting those depths at?
It's that's pretty exciting because the old drilling is actually so shallow.
Oh, and that's when you're finding over an ounce of dirt.
Yeah.
Ounce of gold for the dirt,
Exactly. And so the new holes that we're going to be drilling up to about, for RC, 200 metres deep.
Oh.
And the old drilling has only really tested below these workings to 60 metres below surface, which is fantastic, right? So there's a huge opportunity for us to define economic gold mineralisation below that down to a couple of 100 metres. So it's really exciting.
This is fantastic, and this is essentially very, very shallow. So I look forward to future updates on this one. But just sort of to bring us home, one of the things I like to find out is what do people want to know about Cazaly Resources? Because when you're at a conference, you'll often find there seems to be a common question. Obviously, there's a lot of excitement about gold in general at the moment, but in specific to Cazaly Resources, what are people asking?
I think the key question that I do get asked is, when are we going to start drilling?
Yes, put that rig to work.
That is the big question. And, I do like to give a time frame if I can. The problem with this one is we are subject to approvals processes, and that does take time, which is a little bit out of our control as well.
Of course.
So we just keep working through with all of our stakeholders, and as soon as approvals come through, then we'll be letting everyone know straight away, and we'll be getting on the ground as soon as we can. So I think the time frame, a reasonable time frame, would be another couple of months. And if we can fast track it in between them, we certainly will.
That's a perfectly reasonable time frame to be working towards. I mean, it only took a few 100 million years for these rocks to form anyway, so surely everyone can wait a couple of months. Listen, Tara, this is an incredibly exciting story. I look forward to how it evolves and what those intercepts are going to look like once you get under the historical workings. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks, Shae.